Hello, I'm Conall Keohane, our Dungeon Master for today, and these are our players.
Hi, I'm Hazel. I'm playing as Lucida Welkin.
Hi, I'm Bodie and I'm playing Gilbert Nichols.
Hi, my name's Devin Osmond and I'm playing Rosalie Moe.
I'm Benjamin Rowe and I am playing Fathin Ironscale.
I'm Ben and I'm playing Gareth.
I am Cecil Hutt and I will be playing Comet of the Seventh Sword. We have some people to thank. We at Animas High School and Roll for Fate would like to thank Wizards of the Coast for supporting this project. We would also like to thank Alexey, Latimer-Paul and Gareth Keohane for being responsible for everything you see and hear in the live stream. We would like to thank Mitchel Bidart and the support from the rest of the art department for all of the art, including miniature figurines and dioramas, as well as on-screen graphics throughout this production. We would also like to thank Ande and Oliver for putting together this whole thing. And finally, we would like to thank Alexey, Latimer-Paul and Conall Keohane for writing the thrilling story you are about to hear. Enjoy the show.
Hello, and welcome once again to Roll for Fate, Shadow over Caeyferdon. This project's collaborative effort over 3 weeks, with me and a large group of students create a show like Critical Role. Using D&D as a storytelling medium, we'll be diving into a story completely designed by us. All the sets, NPCs, and art that you will see are also made by us. Hope you enjoy it, and with that, let us dive into Session 2, Into the Mines. So, your party, led by Dorian, has been led into the small valley, and before you is the entrance to the mines. The outside is covered with moss, and wind billows down upon you as the entrance beckons ahead. You are here, and Dorian goes up to the entrance of the mine and lights a torch. Turning around, he says, "Well, follow me."
Alright.
Gareth kind of hesitates before slowly walking forward, seeming a bit wary and not entirely like he is enjoying the situation.
Comet's gonna kind of reach up to Gareth and kind of just stare at them with kind of like an understanding in their eyes and say, "It's gonna be alright, we'll make it out."
Yes, well, hopefully we'll make it out sooner than last time.
Yes. Okay. No harm to be done while I am here to keep you guys from, ending at the bottom of a hole.
There's holes down there?
It's a big hole.
Oh.
We are going down a mine shaft, Rosalie.
Well, I thought it was going to be straight down like a tunnel.
I don't think that's how mining works.
There are multiple levels. Some of them will be tunnels, some of them will be holes.
This will be a great experience. Don't worry, it'll be fine.
Okay, I think that we can move into the mines themselves. So, please, real quick, people can move minis off. Somebody can hand me Dorian.
Big boy.
I can't see much.
I'm gonna be stepping around you guys, so I apologize.
Big boy.
I need everyone see the white dot.
Uh-huh.
I need you to put your minis in there, please.
Okay.
Whoa!
That's so cool.
Oh my god!
Big hole.
Whoa, look how deep it is! Oh my lord.
Looks like rock candy.
Inside the mines is cold and damp. A strange smell permeates the air, and small crystals gouge out of the walls. Every step you take fills the air with dust. This place has been abandoned for a while. Inside the mine, it is eerily quiet, and down the passageways you can hear the creaking of wood supports, almost as if it could collapse at any moment.
This place is in disrepair. Let's make extra careful that we stick close together.
Yes.
Tread carefully. We don't want anyone to have to catch anyone else.
And in this mine, how we're going to do it is you guys are going to move from room to room, and I will have descriptions for that.
Okay.
So who's going to lead the charge?
I do think that those of us who aren't as strong, those of us with more focuses on medicinal herbs, should stay to the back.
How about you go in front of Fathom?
Alright, sounds good. And then I'm gonna just start heading my way through this little hall corridor thing, path.
And as you guys walk through this cramped tunnel, looking down into this dark abyss below you, Dorian is very silent. He walks beside whoever's in front with his torch and leads the way.
Alright.
So,
Sorry, I thought that was somebody else.
I think Rose is just gonna like look around and like look like kind of disgustingly like at the crystals, and then she's gonna look up at Dorian and go, "So are all of these the funny crystals that you guys sell at the village?"
yes, these are all the crystals that we once mined from this area before the mine got shut down.
They sure are big.
Yes, some of them are quite sizable.
I think Comet's going to look at one of the crystals and kind of chip off a shard of crystal and slip it in their component pouch.
Yeah, you can do that. You chip off a little piece, and yeah, it goes pretty well. Although you're still pretty fascinated from these crystals from your encounter earlier.
I kind of linger by the entrance and like stretch out my wings before bringing them around me, kind of shielding my body with them.
Can I ask, is it noticeable when you take the crystal?
I'm not hiding it.
Oh, okay. Well, what are you doing with the crystal? I thought that was
I could
we
use
agreed.
it. I could use it for a spell, even if it has no magical purposes in its own. And they are quite pretty.
Yes. When both of you started liking it started to feel a little suspicious. So I'm not so sure about this.
Yes, I do agree. Comet is acting quite strange.
I don't know why you insist on that. Shall we continue forward?
Right.
You, just to move along, you guys continue further into this first chamber area here. After walking through a narrow passage, you enter into a large, more natural formed room. The gray stoned walls are lined with old rusted mining gear, including several mining carts. There are pickaxes and other mining tools littering the ground. All are slightly rusted and have seen better days.
I'm gonna try and pick up a pickaxe and take it with me.
You can do that.
It is.
You pick it up and it looks like if you use this to like actually try to mine, it would possibly break. It is not in good condition.
Brings back unwanted memories.
This is uncomfortably quiet. Usually when we do these sort of things, there's some big beastie blocking caves or hiding behind rocks. This is uncomfortably calm.
It feels like an ambush. We should be on guard. And it is distasteful that these tools were left to such disrepair. However, I do think that these tools weren't abandoned willingly.
On the walls or just anywhere, is there any signs of like a fight or like claw marks or anything of the sort?
No. It seems pretty natural forming, and there isn't any disfigurement of any of the walls to lead you to that conclusion, that there was a fight in here.
Are there any footprints around here?
So the ground is like stone, so footprints would not
Alright.
form, really.
Yeah.
They could have just run away. Pretty reasonable thing to do when you're trapped underground.
I mean,
I'm
you are
gonna
pretty right.
I'm gonna try looking in like some of the minecarts to see if there's like anything that could be of possible use.
Okay, give me a perception check.
7.
So you look in these carts, and they're mostly just filled with dust and a few mining tools. One of them has like 1 or 2 crystals in it, but for the most part, there's nothing of great value or importance in any of them.
I ain't touching that.
Good.
If there's 2 crystals, Comet's going to turn to Gilbert and say, would you like to split the crystals 50-50?
Yes, I would love to. And he grabs them both and hands one to you.
Oh, thank you.
You're just gonna, is that all that's gonna be in your bag? Is just these crystals?
Never
That
in
does
my
not-
life have I seen you share.
Yeah, they're really changing you.
I proposed a fair deal. I don't see why this is so concerning.
I like fair deals. This is fair deal everywhere. So we're fine here. Don't question me.
I have a very expendable number of torches. Could I light a torch and just like throw it down this big hole in the middle?
Yeah, so you light this torch, and you throw it down, and it falls for a little bit.
Do I see anything while it's going down?
As it goes down, do you hear it like hit the bottom of the whatever cavern or whatever space is down there? It's hard to see anything. The torch's light is very faint down there. And eventually it goes out.
Alright, we should just probably continue.
Yeah,
It's a very deep hole.
That was a very, very deep hole.
It's in the ground. Okay.
Stay close to the walls. We don't want anyone to slip.
Yeah, walls are nice.
Let's move forward.
So you guys move through this very long, very cramped tunnel full of crystals. At some points, only one person can pass through at a time, and even then, it's a little cramped. But finally, you make it to a room over there. And this room opens up to a crevice. And you see around are more crystals and old mining equipment jutting from the walls. And in this room sits an old wooden elevator that could possibly take you down a level.
Right,
You see a hand crank in the center of it that might be used to operate it.
Does it look in like disrepair or like really broken? Like
It looks like it hasn't seen use in months, but it looks sound.
Should we use it?
If we are going to use it and go farther down, I would like to be ahead of the pack, be able to warn you guys if something big and nasty's around.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm assuming there's like some space around the elevator, like it's not just fit to the wall.
Yeah.
Would it be possible for my character to like fly down instead of using the elevator?
Well, the elevator the elevator shaft is taken up by this lift.
Okay.
I presume by the space around the elevator, it's per level.
Yeah.
Shall we send a part? Shall we go down in teams of 2 to?
we should send one person and then see how it goes. If anything happens, we can.
I would like to go. I would like at least one person to go with Fathin, just so Fathin doesn't get ambushed without aid.
I'll go with him.
What if you send your dog?
I could send my dog and we should try. Oh, it's expensive. Should we do this?
Yes. Sounds like a plan.
Sends his dog down.
So Fathin and the Steel Defender
We go down.
are going to be using the elevator. Okay, Fathin, I want you to make a strength check to operate the hand crank.
9.
So you go and you grab this crank and you start pulling on it, not quite realizing that you're basically holding the weight of this elevator, and your grip slips and the crank just spins and the elevator shoots down and there is a crash. And I want you to take 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Are you okay?
Is there time for me to use my reaction to cast Featherfall?
Yes.
Alright, then I'm gonna do that. I'm going to cast Featherfall.
So you do not take that damage. You do land a lot softer than the rest of the elevator, which breaks upon impact. It is now completely useless and broken.
Can you do it on multiple creatures?
It is a first level spell. I have already expended 1 spell slot. I do have some rope in my adventurers pack. If anyone has rope, we can tie it together and hopefully create a line down.
I might be able to fly someone down, but that should probably be a last resource. I don't want to accidentally drop someone.
Nice going, Boulder.
He's gonna like stand up. He's gonna arch his back. I think you guys might have to find another way down.
Is the dog okay?
The dog.
The Steel Defender also takes 7 points of damage.
Okay.
I don't know. Is the dog okay, buddy?
The dog took 7 points of damage, so it's probably like
It's a little dinged up.
It's
when it's walking, it kind of like when it walks, kind of the arm kind of twitches, like it's sparking.
it's not dead.
That's a good thing, I guess.
And Fadlan, this room you're in has more mining equipment littering the ground. On the walls and floor, more crystals grow, reflecting your torchlight. An elevator that is now broken also sits here. And this space overlooks more of the chasm, and there is a bridge. You guys will see it when you all get down.
Did I go down 1 layer or every layer?
1.
All right.
Okay.
I have 50 feet of rope. If you guys want me to like throw it back up, and you could tie it to something.
I feel like physics might be against us. I also have 50 feet of rope, so I can tie it to the first, sub point. I'm going to tie my rope to an anchor point at the top of the elevator shaft and toss it down.
I am checking to see if I have rope.
So there was a hinge for the elevator that could possibly work. It didn't break when the elevator fell, but it was damaged a little.
I also have 50 feet of rope. So,
Pretty sure I
how far is the drop down from where we are to where Falcon is?
50 feet of rope will do.
Alright, and there's no rock outcroppings that would work to...
There are crystals.
Are the crystals sturdy or brittle?
You're not quite sure.
Can Gareth walks over to a crystal and tugs on it to see if it's sturdy enough to put the weight on.
Okay, real quick, make me a Constitution save.
They got a nat 20 last time they did.
Nat 20 again.
Hey!
Again, you start kind of tugging on this crystal. You feel maybe something, but you just shrug it off immediately. It seems sturdy, but you don't know if it'll hold too much weight. It's hard to tell just by tugging on it.
You're immune.
Here's my idea. We tie it to one of these crystals. We go down one at a time because we do not want the crystal to break. If so, I will fly down with the person who's going down so I can catch them if they fall.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I think Comet should go first since they are the lightest, and that will give us a good idea of how strong the crystal is, and they're probably the easiest one for me to carry.
so whoever is climbing down the rope, make me an athletics check.
Athletics or acrobatics?
Acrobatics could also work.
Alright. Yeah, then I'll make an acrobatics check. 14.
So with a 14, you're able to climb down this rope pretty successfully to get down where Fallon is. You guys don't notice the crystal seems to be holding.
So I fly back up to the top so I can follow the next person down.
Okay. And now if the three of you just all do athletics checks real quick to climb down this rope. Or acrobatics if it's better.
Can I just going first, like in what order, so that way I know who I'm catching if one of them falls?
If any of them fail, you get an opportunity to catch them.
I got a 4.
I got a 13 on it.
Okay.
Unnatural 20.
Okay, so unfortunately, you're kind of like trying to like have your briefcase in one hand and climb it with just one, and you fall. Your grip loosens on the rope and you're falling. And make a dexterity save to catch your friend.
Ooh, 2.
So unfortunately, Gilbert, you hit the ground pretty hard and you take 10 points of bludgeoning damage as you fall about 30 feet to the bottom on the pieces of the broken elevator.
Gil, you okay?
I have the feat of healer, so I would like to use my healing kit.
Okay.
Well, like when he's falling, he's like, he's gonna be like, gosh, dilly dar.
And there's a very loud
I'm like,
as he hits the ground.
and I like try to catch him, but like the mine shaft's a little cramped and I can't spread my wings all the way, and my grip slips. Like I snag a piece of his clothing and then it just falls.
Gilbert lands with a very loud thud. And he looks hurt, but he's not down.
Okay. Yeah, Comet's going to run over with their healing kit. I believe you get you can use one of your hit dice to roll for more health points.
Is a 10 and wait, where hit dice again?
It is your dice that you would roll for gaining health points at a new level.
Oh.
And you don't have to roll it, just a top number.
That is a 9.
And Dorian, last down the rope, comes down pretty skillfully, pretty trained. He lands and he says, "Is your friend all right?"
I think I've managed to stabilize his wounds.
Thank you.
Was the briefcase really necessary?
Yes, it has all of my important things.
You could have just handed it to me and I could have flown it down for you.
I didn't think about that at the time. I thought I was athletic generally, I guess. I don't know. I feel stupid.
Well, we're all at the bottom now, so once again,
Cake boy!
if somebody could grab the minis and let us reveal the next level.
And you guys need to put your minis where
Gilbert.
here. One second. Where's the
You got it, boss.
Oh, I grabbed someone else's figure. Where's my figure?
It's blue.
Where's my figures?
Probably over there.
Where is here?
Go with
Oh,
that.
thank you, Gilbert.
Oh. Changes color.
It's blue.
And it's blocking our path.
Purple and lime green, that sure. Oh boy, that should bring me back.
Purple, light green, yellow.
As you round the corner, stepping past the debris of the elevator, a gigantic crystal comes into view. Through it, you can see more of the mine shaft and a bridge. However, this crystal seems to be blocking the path.
I do think we need to get rid of it. However, I don't think an explosion would be wise. We already seem to be gearing up for an ambush. We wouldn't want to draw attention.
Yes. Don't believe I'm going to be any help here. Well, no, I should probably say.
I'm gonna look at Rosie. Like, do you still have that pickaxe, the destroyed one?
I think so.
And he's gonna take it from you, and he's gonna cast mending on it.
So you cast mending on the pickaxe, and some of like the rust covering it disappears, and it looks to be in usable condition now.
Okay. It's gonna be like, okay, now it's time to get swinging, and he's gonna walk up to the.
I feel like Father would be best since he's strongest.
Right, but I don't want to touch these things.
Fair enough. You go ahead. He's already infected. Yeah.
Infected.
What do you mean infected?
Enamored.
Enamored is the correct
Manipulated.
word. Manipulated is wrong
There are
too.
many adjectives to use.
And he's gonna grab the pickaxe and swing down at the.
Okay, make a melee attack roll.
Oh shucks, we got ourselves some right prospector.
That is a nat one. Oh.
You like go to swing the pickaxe, and it like comes out of your hand as you hit the rock, and like it dinks against the crystal, causing not even a scratch.
Oh my god, give me that.
You're doing great. Try it again.
I'm gonna try and do it this time.
Okay, yeah, roll, make a melee attack against this crystal.
14.
So you do a bit better. You smash this crystal in with this pickaxe, and cracks start forming in it. However, it is still there.
That's how a lady does it.
And I want you to make a Constitution save.
Oh.
12.
You get this weird feeling like you really want to look at this crystal, but after a little bit, it fades. It's kind of weird.
Right. I thought it was pretty for a second, then it gone. There's something wrong with that thing.
Alright, Fathom's gonna crack his knuckles, he's gonna rear back his arm, he's gonna draw his battle axe, and he's gonna slam into the rest of this crystal.
Okay, yeah, roll a hit.
So 19.
You, with one swing of this large battle axe, shatter the crystal. It falls to pieces on the floor, and your way is no longer hindered.
Perfect.
Although stepping on the crystals is uncomfortable.
Of course it is. They make shoes for Dragonborn.
Gilbert, don't touch it.
Fine.
Comet's gonna pick up a crystal off the floor.
No,
Comet.
Comet. Why do you keep doing this?
They're pretty, and I can shatter them for a spell.
What spell? Would be enough then.
So I might want to reuse the component.
I still think you're acting strange.
Yeah, this is coming from somebody that has known you for a while, too.
I think we should just drop it for now because we just like the crystals, okay? Let's just do our thing and we'll let you do your thing. And let's just start going. And yeah, I think that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Let's move forward.
So you move forward through this tight hallway, and it opens up into a fairly large space over this cavern. Before you, a rope bridge is suspended from the ceiling. It seems sound, but a little rickety, and you can obviously tell it has not been used in many months.
Took one for the eerie nature of this place. I think this would make a great house.
It's too dark.
I'm pretty sure that was sarcasm.
Dorian goes up to this bridge, and he sort of like tests it with one foot, and then says, "I think it'll hold us. It seems pretty sound."
How about you go first, Dorian?
Yeah, Dorian goes across the bridge. It creaks as he walks over it, but it holds his weight pretty well. And if somebody wants to take Dorian's mini and move it to that area.
I do think we shouldn't run across this bridge. It might fall if we start running.
Yeah.
One at a time, single file.
And maybe not two people on it at once.
That's a good idea.
I'm gonna just start crossing it. Put myself there for now, I suppose.
So this sort of stone terrace is what the bridges are using to connect to this sort of passageway where you can see a glimpse of maybe another elevator. It's very hard to see in the dark, although I do assume some of you have dark vision.
Yes.
You can make out the very, very faint outline of another elevator. On this terrace, it is full of more rusted pickaxes and small crystals. And there's another cart resting on it.
Can I look in the cart?
Yeah.
Alright. Let's see. What do I see? Let's see.
Roll a investigation check.
21.
So, you don't find anything in the cart, but as you're sort of looking around, you do see in the wall is a sort of hole. It's very, well hidden in the rock face, but it seems to be some sort of passageway, but it is quite cramped.
We do have a 2.5-foot tall tabaxi on us.
Guys, come look at this.
I think you're making me out to be shorter than I am. However, if you do wish me to go, I would be willing to investigate.
If you think you could fit in there, yeah.
Just be careful. Don't touch any crystals.
I don't think taking any more is going to make it any worse than what they already have at this point.
Alright, where am I going?
I imagine here.
Alright.
I'm assuming.
It's on the edge of the wall.
Oh, yeah. So right about here?
Sure.
Yeah, and I'm gonna start looking around.
You know where it was pointed out to you where this secret passage was. And it looks big enough that, you can pretty easily crawl through it. Somebody like Fathom might have a bit more trouble. And there is absolutely no light in here.
I have dark vision.
But you can see it goes back about 4 feet, and then there is a drop-off, and there's a rope tied to the ceiling.
Alright, Comet's going to look down, then tug on the rope a little bit to see if it's sturdy.
So this rope, again, like everything in here, hasn't been used in a while. It's been in a damp environment. It doesn't look the best. You think that you might be okay, but anyone heavier and this rope might snap. And looking down, you cannot see the bottom.
Gareth says, "What do you see in there?"
It's not too far in, and there is a drop-off of sorts. There's a damp rope here. I wouldn't trust it to hold anyone but myself.
If we need rope, I can fly back up and grab the rope from the other level. That way we don't have to use any extra rope.
Right, but if you do that, how are we going to get back out?
I fly back up and tie it up again.
We've got plenty of rope. I do think it would be wise to gather new rope.
Can I cross the
Yeah,
The-
everybody can go across the bridge if they want.
Well, that's not good.
Yeah, now all of you are on this sort of small stone terrace. It's a little crowded with 7 people.
Have I flown back to get the rope yet?
Yeah, you can have done that. And as you come back, Dorian's kind of squinting into the secret passage, and he's a human, or half-elf. He doesn't have dark vision, so he's using his torch. And he says, "That rope doesn't look good. Do you know how far down it is?"
I can't see that far down, even with my enhanced vision. And Comet's like looking back out with like the torch reflecting back in their eyes, like you see with cats late at night.
Yeah, how far is your dark vision?
Dark vision, I believe, is 60 feet you can see with color, 120 feet you can see without color.
I have 300 feet dark vision.
Okay, so actually, maybe you can see the bottom. You're not quite sure. There could be a bottom. It's hard to tell just because it's all stone. But if you had to take a guess, it's at least 60 feet down.
It's at least, it's over 50 feet. That's as best I can tell you at a guess.
Not a fall you would want to take.
Do you want this rope that I got, or should I just keep it on?
I do think we might want to cut a length off of someone else's rope and tie it to the rope in order to get down enough feet.
I don't think
I think it would be better to not cut the rope, cut it with the one's rope, because that'll decrease the length. But you could just tie 2 ropes together entirely, even if it would be a tad long.
Fair enough. Someone will have to keep hold of the excess rope.
And Dorian looks at this and he's like scratching his chin. He's like, anyway, I mean, you'd be the only person who could fit. What about the rest of us?
If someone lowers me down, I can check out the surroundings underneath and call down to see if I find any other access points.
Well, I do know there is another elevator.
There's another elevator.
And he points down towards that area.
Then perhaps I take this secret passage and meet you all at the elevator. That way I can heal anyone if we have more broken shafts.
And Dorian again says, last time when we went down the elevator, you all suggested that Fathom not go alone. Are you sure it is wise to go alone yourself?
Yes, that
He is
a worry
pretty.
I have.
Maybe you should just wait it out, alright? Just come on up.
Very well, if you wish me to not split from the party, I will stick together.
We don't want you to get ambushed.
Fair enough. I do not think I can take very many hits.
You should take a break and kind of search around for a better spaces to get through.
We can always come back later.
Yeah.
Or we can rest, eat some rations, and prepare our next move by the elevator.
Alright, let's make our way.
Can I see if this bridge is like also not good? Like
The second bridge?
Second bridge, yeah.
Yeah, make a perception or investigation check for me.
That is a 19.
So this second bridge, some of the ropes holding it up are a little frayed, and it seems to be in slightly worse condition. The wood is slightly rotten. You think that it warrants caution.
Don't trust this. How much do you weigh again, Comet?
Oh, I couldn't say. I can't imagine more than 70 pounds.
Probably, if I left my stuff here, I could probably pick you up easily and fly you across.
If you wish to do that, it would be most welcome. I do not trust the structural integrity.
So you're going to attempt to fly them across the bridge.
Yes.
Make an athletics check.
Can I make an aid roll since I am... or
Dirty
can I
20.
attempt to aid?
How would you be aiding them?
Just kind of sitting still, like, across their shoulders probably.
I'm kind of holding you with like my talons,
Alright.
basically, like how an owl would hold something.
With a natural 20?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. It is very difficult. 70 pounds is a lot, even for you. You do get across though. With immense effort, you're able to land on the other side of the bridge, but you don't think you could do that again.
Character like usually carry 60 pounds stuff on their back.
Yes, but flying with 70 pounds is quite difficult.
As well as the 60 pounds.
And all of the other members of your party are somewhat larger than Conall.
Yeah, probably couldn't fly them across. That's why I was.
I think I should take this bridge last. I am 200 something pounds, and I think if it breaks, it would be very problematic for the rest of this
I'll
adventure.
go next.
Should I move our minis across?
Yeah,
Alright.
and you're going one at a time? You get across the bridge. It like sways a little, and it doesn't feel great, but it holds you. And if somebody could move Rosalie across the bridge.
It worked.
I'll go next, I guess. Do I have to roll it?
No, you get across as well.
Okay.
It sways a little more, and it's pretty sketchy getting across this bridge, but it holds.
Can I cast mending on it again?
On what part?
The rope that's like frayed.
You cast mending, and this rope goes from being really sketchy to repaired, which doesn't fix the bridge as a whole, but makes it a little less dangerous.
How much is like the jump between this bridge is crossing?
Further than you can probably jump, even with a running start.
Gilbert, I think you should go ahead of me.
I agree. I'm actually gonna send my steel defender across. Before.
So, how big is the Steel Defender?
It's a medium-sized contract.
But,
it is made out of metal.
Like, if you could give me like a estimate, like, is it dog-sized?
It's a dog.
So it's about like a large dog.
A border collie.
It gets across. The bridge seems to hold it, but it's a little tense.
Okay. I just try to go across.
Yeah, you walk across the bridge, and again, it creaks and sways as you go across, but it appears to still function. Dorian goes next, walking across the bridge, and it sways a little more with him, and he's kind of like looking at the ropes. He gets across and he says, "Be careful, Fallon. This bridge might have been damaged slightly when everybody went across."
Oh boy.
Watch your step and be careful not to run. Running could agitate it further with the disjointed steps.
I
If you
am.
need to, walk as far as you can and then jump to the other side. That's your last case. Your last
I am
option.
going to, as slowly as physically possible, cross this bridge. Uh-oh. That was a dice roll.
As you start to cross the bridge, you hear like the slight snapping of rope, and the bridge starts to sag a little more and shakes a little, and you're only about halfway across.
Well, I've already fallen down. Can somebody reach that mini? My hands are too big.
I'm kind of gonna like hover over him because even if I can't like fully grab him if he falls, I can probably slow his fall.
I'm going to continue.
As you continue, you take a step further, and you all see these sort of pegs holding this bridge in place. One of them comes out on your side, and the other one sort of halfway comes out, and this bridge is shaking, and almost as if a breath could send it tumbling down.
Comet's going to attempt to like push the peg back in and like sit on it.
Okay, make an athletics roll for me.
Okay.
to try to hold this bridge together.
17.
You pounce on this last remaining peg and force it in. You're, again, not the strongest member of the party, but you're able to hold this down, and the bridge seems slightly more stable.
I have a question.
Hurry up.
Compared to like my character, how strong would a giant eagle be?
Pretty strong.
Okay. I might do that. Like, if I'm worried about the other person, I might just conjure that and have them fire them across.
I'm gonna take another extremely worried step.
So,
Before you do that, like, how much, now that he's in the middle, can he jump over?
I don't think I would want to, because
You
if I
think-
put that pressure down, I think it's just gonna close.
from right now, like if you had a running start, you could jump it,
Or running?
but
I don't think.
just from a standing leap, I don't think you'd quite make it.
In that case, I am going to continue to slowly walk over.
Yeah, move a little closer. So you take another few steps, and it seems okay. As you get to almost the end, Comet, suddenly the rope tying to this peg snaps, and the bridge falls. And Fallon, I'll give you one opportunity to do something before you fall.
Right. Well, beforehand, I'm like walking over. This thing is fine. It's like, all right, guys, I think this is, and it snaps under me, and I'm gonna try to catch the cliff end.
Make a dexterity save to see if your reflexes are fast enough.
And also, can I try to, like, grab his hand? Like when he's grabbing the edge?
Wait, 21.
So
Natural
the
20.
bridge collapses beneath you, but you're fast, and you grab the edge and are able to pull yourself up as you hear the bridge pieces fall into the cavern below.
Can I kind of help him up by using my wings as much as I can? Because I'm not taking all of the way.
He's able to pull himself up. And the bridge is now gone. And Dorian looks back and says, "That will be an issue when we try to get out of here."
Yes,
I have a
or
really bad idea.
if you need to, I can summon a giant eagle to fly us across. I don't know how well that would work, though.
He looks around and he says, "The mines are cramped. Do you think such a thing would fit?"
That's why I said it's a last case scenario and I don't think it would work.
Maybe given some time, I could try to learn a certain spell to try and call for help.
If you give me
As a last case resort.
Well,
So, is this giant opening not here? Because this made me think it's a pretty big space.
the opening is there, but a giant eagle is very large and not the hovering sort of creature.
No. Giant spider.
Well, shall we?
Could be spiders.
I say we shall.
Would you rather me summon a toad?
I would honestly rather use a tightrope to get across than a spider.
Who knew that after fighting dragons and giants, a bridge would be our hardest enemy to defeat?
I don't know, that dragon was very big.
Yeah.
My dad always said burning bridges.
I recall the healing energy.
So you guys are in this new room, and in this room, tons of mining equipment litters the ground. Several carts are stacked against the walls, and it looks like a lot of stuff was left in this room. And on the far wall, you guys can see another elevator, very similar to the one you used earlier.
Right, that's not ominous at all.
Try not to break it this time. I
No
don't want anyone
promises.
else getting hurt.
Is this the second offshoot?
Yes, that entire space is this room.
I was referring to this door. Is that a second offshoot?
Yes, but it is collapsed.
So there's barrels and carts and stuff around the place.
Yeah,
Can I look at
and
one of
mining
the barrels?
equipment. Yeah, roll another investigation / perception check, whatever's there.
3 plus. Come on, turn on computer. Fine. Be that way.
While Rosie's doing this, Comet's going to go up to Lucida and say, "How are you handling all this? Are you all right?"
I'm fine. I'm just watching.
7.
You do not find anything besides rusted equipment.
I could try to break down these barrels and open it up again.
I think we should just focus on getting down there.
Yes.
You want some of those rusty tools though?
Better than underground.
I mean, why not?
You see Dorian starts looking around this area, and you see he pushes one of the mine carts, and he's staring at something on the ground, and he puts his torch near and he says, I think, hunters, you should have a look at this.
You should come take a look at this, please, sir. I'm gonna draw my battle axe and I'm gonna walk over. I don't like this.
So you see on the ground is a very oddly shaped crystal formation. These crystals are only about an inch or two in height, but the pattern they're growing in reminds you of something. You can't quite put your finger on it, but something familiar, and I want you all to roll history checks, or perception checks, actually.
I had a very minor panic attack. I thought you were about to say roll initiative.
Yeah, sorry, perception checks.
Perception, I can...
Wait, we're rolling history and perception?
No, perception.
3.
I forgot my roll. Do I re-roll? 'Cause my
Yeah, if you don't know what you rolled, go.
17.
Oh, that's not good. I rolled, let's see, what's my perception? A 5.
16.
3.
12.
15.
Okay, so those of you who rolled above 12, it almost reminds you of like a silhouette of a person. Like a shadow one would cast.
Gilbert's gonna be like, and he's gonna like look down at the couple of crystals in his pocket, and he's gonna be like, and he's gonna like really think about it and just throw them down there.
So you throw them down and you guys hear them shatter upon stone floor.
Thank you, Gilbert.
Well, I'm glad you got rid of them. I also hope hope nothing further.
Yes. Hopefully the impact point of the sound is enough to detract any possible unwanted ears away from our position.
Yes.
Alright, so what?
Is the crystal like glued to the floor essentially?
It's growing from the floor.
Okay, so I'm not gonna touch it then. I was gonna be like, oh, but no, never mind.
But all of you who are studying this closely, I want you to make a Constitution save.
Uh-oh.
Does that? I'm confused.
Which would be all of you since you all were trying to look at it.
All of us?
Yeah.
17.
Dirty 20. 9.
Again.
Same, also 9.
Okay, so anybody who rolled under a 10, just 3 of you, these crystals are very beautiful. And you don't know how, but you kind of want to take them with you.
I only want to do this if, instead of the silhouette, it would be like the skull covered in crystals. That sounds really cool. I would love that on like a table.
He's gonna Gilbert's gonna just walking past them, really he's thinking about it a lot.
I'm curious, kind of looks at him and is like, it's kind of cool how it's shaped like a person's silhouette.
I have a question.
Interesting.
Yes.
What do you
So, with a dirty 20 looking at this silhouette, would Comet be kind of broken out of their enchantment with these crystals? Because, that's actually kind of disturbing.
No.
Okay.
But you do sort of sway off this urge to look at them even more.
Mm-hmm.
And Gilbert, since this is the second time that you've failed this check, your fascination with them has risen a little. You do not want to be without one.
Yeah, he's gonna be walk past it, but then clutch his necklace that he got earlier with the stuff in it.
Gilbert?
I'm trying really hard here.
I'm not
He
infected.
did throw away the other ones, so I think we can give him a pass here. Besides, I like how it forms.
This is the change of ideas for you.
You know me, I like odd things.
I do really want to test something with these crystals, but I think it could wait.
They are quite pretty. And he's kind of like jittery, I guess.
And as you guys talk, Dorian goes over to the second elevator and says, What are you all waiting for? Aren't we? I thought we were going down to the third level.
Right,
Yes, yes, let's do that.
I'll
So-
go next.
Who is going on the elevator? Are all of you just
I'm only gonna go down on the elevator after, like, I'm gonna be one of the last people on it, just like, because
the elevator can fit you all, so
Does the elevator look structurally sound enough?
it looks about as structurally sound as the last one before it broke.
Alright, folks, pile in.
I think
Mayhaps I and Rosie go that way, as we are
We are part of the
less
ladder bunch.
bulky, and I can be with someone so we are not separated, and heal anyone who
And
falls.
you do also notice that there is another crank to operate this elevator that will probably require some strength.
You should do it again. You're the strongest.
Last time I did it.
Wait, does it have to be someone in the elevator?
It does have to be someone in the elevator.
Never
I'll
mind.
give it a go. Strength check, I assume?
I think can two
Who?
people do it at once?
There's only really room for one.
Strength.
So who wants to operate the elevator?
I'm on it. I think Comet's gonna be Comet's gonna like try and grab him and then immediately wee wee wee.
Yeah, Comet's not going to go near it, but Comet's going to be like close to Rosie so that they can touch and heal at a moment's
And
notice.
is everyone going to the elevator?
No, just these two. Just those two. Unless you also want to be on the elevator.
It's times like these that I pray to God I can make my parents proud. 11 minus 10.
So with great difficulty, like the elevator almost falls, like the last one, but you are just barely able to get it to the bottom without having a horrible crash.
See that boulder? I didn't die.
I'm gonna throw a rock at her.
Don't throw a rock at the children.
However,
You're
you do
better
think
than
that
this.
to get back up, it will also be needed to be operated again.
So what order should we take this in?
Yes, because on one hand, I don't think Comet's strong enough to take it back up, but on the other hand, I'm not sure I want to leave them down there alone.
Comet's going to call up to Gareth. Gareth, do you still have my length of rope? Perhaps you can tie it to get down a stronger party member to operate the elevator.
Yes, that would be a good idea.
That sounds like a plan, Sam.
And I'm assuming there's like no way that I could like fly down there.
You could fly down because the elevator's no longer in the way.
Okay.
It would be a little tight though.
Yeah. So I have, would 50 feet of rope would be enough, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I go and see if I can find something to attach this rope to.
You do see there is a stalagmite sticking out of the ground.
So I go over and I like tug on it to see how like sturdy it is.
It seems pretty sturdy.
So I tie the rope to that and then I send it down and then I'm like, maybe Fathom would be best. He is the strongest.
Right, yeah. And I'm gonna climb my way down with the
So you make a athletics check for me real quick.
That is a 7.
So the stalagmite holds, the rope holds.
I don't.
However, unfortunately, you do not. And as you're sort of rappelling down, the rope slips in your hands, and you fall only about halfway and take 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, that's nothing.
and you do land prone onto the elevator.
Does the elevator break?
No, the elevator seems to have taken the impact. You won't really be able to tell until you try to use it again.
Common's gonna offer their paw to Fathom to try to attempt to help him up.
I'm gonna take it,
Or is
and I'm
this
gonna.
the English snickering?
Alright, I get it. Gravity is my enemy today.
I guess I'll go up next. Go down next.
Are you guys going to be going down the rope, or is Fathom going to be using the elevator to get to you guys?
What would you guys rather?
We go ahead and use the elevator.
Okay, I'll bring up the elevator for him.
Yeah, make a strength check or athletics check to operate the elevator.
What'd you get?
That is a 12.
So again, very difficult. You almost fall several times, but you're able to get the elevator back up to the level where the rest of the party's at.
Yeah, Gilbert's gonna step on. He's gonna be like, "Don't drop me."
I think we're sound enough to bring a second person in with you, Gilbert.
I'll go.
Alright, and then the last one will be
Dorian.
Dorian and Dog.
Oh, don't forget me, but I can just fly
Yeah,
down.
you can just fly. And I'm gonna start bringing him down, I
Yeah,
guess.
make another check.
Oh. Ooh, what is the rolls today? That is another 12.
So, again, you almost fall. It's pretty close, but you make it. You are getting a little tired, though. You think that if you do this too many more times, you'll probably become exhausted.
Alright, well, luckily for me, I only have to do it one more time. I'm gonna just shrug it off and I'm gonna bring it back up for
And make another roll.
But Common's going to hold a paw up to his chest before he can do that and be like, Dorian, do you think you can make it down using the rope?
Dorian from the top goes, "What?
Do you think you can make it with the rope?
Oh, I think so. It might be a little difficult, but should be an easy climb, maybe."
Okay.
Let's do that then.
I'm gonna call up afterwards.
But what about the dog?
Gareth, could you bring down the dog?
I can try, but I might drop it, so.
I should be able
Don't
to
drop
catch it.
my dog.
Honestly, it's probably about the same chance between me bringing it down and Fathom bringing it down on how much it gets hurt.
Okay, fine. I promise I have an idea with Dorian coming down using the rope. Fathom's looking pretty tired. If Dorian's strong enough to operate the elevator, he can bring down the dog using the elevator.
That makes sense.
Okay, Dorian climbs down this rope, again, pretty well. It's not an easy climb, but he gets down and says, "So I heard you wanted me to bring the elevator back up for the mechanical dog."
Yes, Fathom's looking quite tired. Do you think you're up to doing that?
He looks at the crank and says, "I believe so." And he goes over to take the crank and, Dorian is a strong guy. And he, really moves it and then slips on it and goes, "Oh, my bad. Tripped there. Let me try again." This time, he grabs it and, with little effort, pretty spectacularly just cranks it up all the way to the top.
He's gonna be like, "Hey, dog, I trust him." And yeah, the dog.
Yeah, and-
You should learn lessons from
My resentment.
And without any hindrance, Dorian brings the lift down with the dog. And
Good job, Dorian.
let's just
Yes.
grab
Yeah, cake
all
boy!
the miniatures again.
Big boy.
Cake boy!
Yeah, boy.
Cake boy! Cake boy!
What was that?
Oh, and then I fly down.
Oh,
big cave! Oh, big cave!
Oh.
I'm sorry if that first chamber is a little difficult.
By the way, take these guys.
My character's gonna fall over.
Because you're getting bad.
Yeah, 'cause
Oh,
that
yeah.
guy hates you.
Okay, there we go. They're balancing.
Oh, wow. Oh,
Yeah.
purple
So-
shards. Oh.
Shiny
Okay,
boy!
me and the-
You have all been taken now to the bottom of the chasm. The last level. This room is completely dark except for any light you carry on yourselves. The room has more scattered mining tools as well as a cart full of the grizzle. It also opens up into a gigantic cavern, which from inside, you think you maybe hear the dripping of water and slight scuffing, maybe.
Can I grab just like a rock or something on the ground and then
You don't want to alert whatever's down here.
Well, there was a lot of falling and a lot of noise probably.
Can you let me at least see if I can see anything?
Sure.
So I kind of peer in the cave and try to see something. I do have dark vision for 120 feet.
You look into the big main cavern.
Yeah.
So you look into there, and this gigantic cavern that opens up with a enormous stalagmite jutting out from the floor. Water drips from the ceiling, moisturizing the stalagmite and dripping down on the ground, making it a little slippery in some places. The cave is filled with the smell of wet clay, and shadows decorate the cavern walls as if something moves in the dim light, as if something could jump out at any moment.
Can I prepare catapult? If anything, if I see anything, I can catapult.
So you're going to do a ready to action.
Ready action, yeah.
Yeah, I think Comet's also going to like take out like a bit of their component pouch, some herb or other, and like ready a frostbite if something like gets too close.
So, real quick, what is your sort of trigger for catapult?
If I see anything like actively trying to attack, like looking towards like the monster that might try to attack.
Like if something tries to attack you?
Or just generally everyone.
Okay. What is your trigger?
Comet's trigger is if anything tries to attack anyone as well.
I also have a reaction, but I don't know if it will be used. But do you want me to tell you?
Oh yeah. If you're going to have something ready, yes.
Yes. Okay. So basically, if a creature moves within 10 feet of me or starts its turn there, I can use my reaction to deal 3 points of necrotic damage unless it passes a Constitution save.
Can I use a reaction for cutting words in case something's...
You're going to be readying. So you're all basically readying for combat.
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
So, you're all standing at the entrance to this enormous cavern. Weapons drawn, spells ready, and all is silent except for the dripping of water. Dorian, with his torch, goes forwards and says, "Well, I don't see much in here. Although we might as well look around, I guess."
Right.
And he walks forwards towards the big stalagmite. Somebody could move my good friend Dorian.
Good friend Dorian.
Yeah.
If anything happens to him, I'm gonna solve it.
I don't think they're gonna be too upset.
And as he walks forwards, his torchlight illuminates this giant spire. And as it does, it illuminates something else. Standing upon the stalagmite is something terrible. Wreathed in shadows, its body is composed of pure darkness and spectral energy. Its eyes lock onto you, gleaming black spheres shining with an animalistic intelligence and deep hunger. But not just its hunger in its gaze. You see hate, not passing dislike, but hate of that which comes from a hellish realm outside this world. A growl reverbs through its teeth, shining with a cold light as it opens its maw in a feral grin, unlike that of some sort of circus clown, but demented and terrible.
Good news, it's not spiders.
This monster takes the form of a large, shadowy hound.
Oh, good boy.
I don't like dogs.
You could be friends with your dog.
This is why I'm a cat person.
No, it's cool looking.
It is.
Oh no, it looks cool.
The beast rears up on its hind legs and howls. And I want all of you to make a wisdom save.
Oh, hey, that's my specialty.
Ooh, dirty 20.
Dirty 20 as well.
20 is it?
And then that is
Wisdom.
Could be worse. 14.
Hold this for
Who got lower than 11?
You can wear it. There you go.
So
Oh.
Rosalie was the only one who got lower than 11?
You got a 2.
Okay, Rosalie, you are now frightened for 1 minute. You can make this another save at the end of each of your turns, but until the effect ends, you are frightened of this creature and you cannot willingly move towards it.
It's the plan.
That's the plan.
And this, even for you guys who made your save, this roar, this howl sends chills through you.
Comet's gonna puff up like one of those soot sprites, like full fear.
And our reactions are triggered.
So this thing is not really attacking yet, so no. And you also see from the darkness, near the torchlight, moving in and out, more, but smaller hounds.
She's a mama.
And just as fast as they appeared, the hounds, including the giant one, disappear back into the shadows.
What?
Oh, problem.
I knew that. And even those of you with dark vision are unable to see them.
Just in case, I don't know if you get an advantage because I can't see, but if one of them attacks me, they don't get an advantage for me not being able to see them because I have the alert feat.
And yeah, even those of you with dark vision cannot see them. They disappear into the darkness. And as they do that, Dorian steps forward and says, "Come on here, you damn beasts!" But then from his side, melting from the shadows, one of the hounds pounces on Dorian, and with a quick, brutal bite, sinks its teeth into his neck. Dorian lets out a gurgle as the hound rips out his throat, and he collapses to the ground, dropping his torch.
Oh,
And as the torch rolls away, the shadow hound disappears once again into the darkness.
Do you guys want me to
Roll
fix
for
that?
initiative.
Or should I save?
want me to fix that?
Or should I save the spell slot?
You saved the spell slot!
Okay.
Did you just see what it did to him?
Good
It's
boy.
Sweetie Todd in him, bro!
But rougher than Sweetie Todd. At least his cuts were clean.
Okay,
I want
comments.
one.
I got a 13.
Let's see.
You got a 14?
Yes.
Fathom.
I got it.
Oh yeah, roll for initiative, right? Is that
Yes.
what we're doing? 23.
Wow.
Yeah, I rolled a 19.
Speedy.
I'm sorry if I say this name wrong. Kirath?
Gareth.
Gareth.
20.
Nat
Gilbert.
I
20.
really love having that +5 on initiative.
Rosalie.
Yeah, I love having dice that don't hate me.
And Lucida.
13.
I'm pretty happy with my roll.
Would our ready actions trigger with Dorian being straight up killed?
He needs some milk.
You guys can have like reactions right now as you prepare for battle. However, the hounds are very fast, and the one that killed Dorian was so shocking and quick you were not able to react.
So we lose our reactions.
You still have your ready actions, but they did not help save Dorian.
Okay, if we're preparing before the battle starts, I'm going to cast Protection for Good and Evil on. Would these be considered aberrations, celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, or undead? I'm glad I took off
So
my hat.
what exactly are you doing?
While we're preparing, I'm going to cast Protection from Good and Evil on Fathom.
Okay.
Would that do anything?
You don't know, but what does that spell do? So he knows.
I touch Comet's gonna, like, their eyes are gonna flash blue, they're gonna touch Fathom and encase him in sort of a spiritual blue light, and he is protected from aberrations, celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, undead. Those creatures have disadvantage on attack rolls, the target cannot be possessed or affected, charmed or frightened, and if the target is affected, it has advantage on new saving throws.
Okay. Cool. Well, Fathom, you are first up in initiative with 23.
Wonderful. And they're invisible? I don't know where they are?
Yes, you cannot see them. But you do hear sort of like the clatter of claws on stone as they move around.
Right. I'm going to immediately rage, first of all. So I don't forget to do that later. And that's my bonus action. And then I don't know if I would want to waste attempting to attack. I'm just gonna ready myself. If any creature reveals itself within 5 feet of me, I'm going to swing my battle axe.
Also, real quick, who here has torches?
I have 9.
Oh.
But is anybody holding a torch, real quick?
I don't know. I mean, I can.
Yeah, I'll be holding the torch.
I don't have a torch. I have.
That torch I threw is somewhere down here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't see it.
Fine.
Somebody in here can see like a burnt out torch with their dark vision, but it is no longer lit.
I can see.
I'm scared. I'm so scared.
I want one.
No,
Imagine how helpful
you're
that
not
would be.
getting one.
I have
Okay.
+7 on animal handling.
Real quick, that's your turn.
Yeah, I'm going to rage and then ready myself.
Gilbert, it is your turn.
This is hard because there's no monsters next to us, right? Well, like, you don't know where they are. So, yeah, I'm just gonna say, get my dog, like, kind of like, we're like back to back in a way. So I can't, like, you know, make it more clear. We're back to back, so if anything happens, they can, like, attack. And, yeah, I'll just have my catapult ready.
It's really hard to see, but I haven't seen it.
It's like the thing SWAT teams do with
Yeah.
their dog walk
Yeah.
beside them, behind them.
Yeah,
Okay.
Just like, so he can't be, like, surprised.
Kirath, you're up next.
Okay, I am going to use Conjure Animals and summon 2 brown bears. I don't know, is
Okay.
that do I have the room to do that? I'm assuming I do.
Yes. Don't really have minis for a brown bear, but
If you have any other like CR1 animals, those would also work. Or I guess really anything that can be a brown bear.
I'm just gonna substitute with these.
Aw, butterfly and little rock dude.
I'm gonna put 1 right here and 1 right here.
I'm scared. I'm so
Okay,
scared.
and is that your turn?
Let's see. What? Yes, that is my turn. Because I don't have any bonus actions. Other than movement, and I'm staying way in the back.
So,
Oh, well, yeah, because the brown bears can't
So,
see anything, they can't see the enemy.
do these bears have dark vision?
Actually, that's a good question. Probably not.
Because right now, the only person with a torch is Gilbert, and that does not shine very far.
They rely on smell,
Okay.
so they might be able to smell the creatures. Because they have keen smell.
What would those hounds smell like, though?
I feel less like they've gone invisible and more like they've just literally vanished to a different plane.
Yeah.
And as, these bears appear out of the magic, and one of them, specifically the one that looks like a beetle right now, sniffs around and looks angry and
That was a
what is
lot
the AC of the bear?
The what?
What is the armor class of the bear?
I can't. 11.
That's a lot
That's a lot.
That would be 4 hits for a total of 40 points of damage.
Now that's a
Oh,
lot
they're
of
dead.
damage.
that creature's dead, so they just disappear because they're a faint
You
spirit.
see, like, in the darkness, suddenly the bear gets attacked by invisible creatures and is torn to pieces and disappears.
Wonderful. I'm gonna start saying my prayers.
I can already hear the Lord's Prayer in my mind right now. I'm spooked, to say it nicely.
Alright, whose turn's next?
And now it is Comet's turn.
Okay, I'm going to say, if only I'd been more faithful to Divine Lord Thompson. We are going to, let's see. They're going to cast Sacred Flame over towards where that beetle just was.
Okay, so when you do that, you cast Sacred Flame, and it generates light, correct?
Flame-like radiance descends on. They're kind of just doing a blind cast. So flame-like radiance descends on creatures, requiring it to succeed on dexterity saving throws.
So you are casting a spell just in that general direction?
Yes.
You don't have a target in mind? So one of the stones lights up with this radiance, and as it melts, you can see in the shadows nearby are the hounds, illuminated in light before it quickly dies, and they're once again invisible.
Oh no.
Okay, actually, then I have something useful. Yay! Not right now because it's not my turn. But
And Comet, is that your turn?
Comet's gonna back up.
Back it up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just back it up.
If somebody wants to do that for them.
yeah, I really probably should have summoned a saber-toothed tiger instead. Oh well.
Well, shucks.
I backed you up a little bit. There's not really much room back there.
Thank you.
Lucida, it is your turn.
Alright, can I drop my reaction for a different thing?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna use Channel Divinity as my main action, so I present a holy symbol above in the air, and like this kind of purplish energy envelops me and like kind of goes out 30 feet a little bit, so anybody within 30 feet of me, you'll get either.
Oh, me and Comet definitely. I'm not sure. Maybe these two. And I don't know about Gilbert.
I think I would be in there.
Yeah, you're in the radius. I'm going to, and for a bonus action,
So what does this light do?
the light, basically anything within 30 feet of me can either gain 8 temporary hit points or end an effect on it that's causing it to be charmed or
Okay.
frightened.
Well then, Rosalie, you're no longer...
It's on the end of the turn.
At the end of your turn, you'll no longer be frightened. But it is your turn.
Wait, I'm not done.
Sorry.
Sorry. I'm gonna use my bonus action to use Celestial Revelation. So a pair of white large wings just erupts from my back.
Okay. Cool. Okay, is that it?
Yes, that's it.
Now, Rosalie, it's your turn.
Oh.
You are frightened, but you won't be at the end of your turn.
No, really? I'm already scared out of game. I'm gonna try and cast Bardic Inspiration on Lucida.
Okay,
you.
give me a
And
little.
I'm gonna whip out my loot. I'm gonna start doing like a cheer thing like you see at like school, like when the bands come out and they go doo doo doo. But she's gonna start, breaking it down because that's the best she can do. Doo 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 doo.
Awesome.
That's the best she can do.
And
1d6, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
yeah, you give them Bardic Inspiration. They are inspired by this little cheer song.
Little school level band.
Little
song.
ditty.
That's so cool.
Music.
Which brings us, is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Brings us back to top of initiative. Fathom.
I'm going to, because I still can't see anything right, I'm gonna light a torch. I'm gonna just keep that in my offhand. Would that allow me to see anything?
So the torch only doesn't extend too far. The light does not extend far in this cave. And you don't see anything in your immediate vicinity.
Wonderful. I'm going to very extremely cautiously take a few steps forward into the middle of the room. I'd say about here. I definitely have the moving speed.
Oh, and somebody take Dorian out. He is dead.
You're just mad. You're just mad he was stronger than you.
I am.
Just like, you want me to fix
I
that?
designed my character specifically to be strong.
Your character just wanted to be the dad.
Anything else?
Would I be able to ready an attack if
Yes.
anything happens? Cool. I'm gonna do that. So if anything comes within 15 feet, I'm gonna use my fire breath.
Okay. That's the end of your turn?
Yes.
Okay, next up is Gilbert.
Okay, so Gilbert's gonna grab 3 rocks and do some magic on them, and they're all gonna start glowing. And he's just gonna throw them all around the area, so there's like glowing lights everywhere. So it's not, I don't think it's gonna be that helpful.
How far do they shine? Do you
5
know?
feet each.
5 feet of dim or bright light?
Yeah, 8, 10 feet.
Radius light. It just says 5 feet radius light.
Okay, they do not illuminate.
Too much, but.
They don't illuminate any hounds quite yet, but they could be a good early warning system.
And then I'm also just gonna be like, well, gotta do area of effect and just like blast this fire. You cast firebolt and like, this is actually gonna go. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's hard to say. He's right there probably, and like basically all of this, he's gonna cast firebolt.
That's what the puppies do.
Yes, that's the point.
What is the DC for that save? Real quick.
That is
I can try.
I don't think we have the try.
It does. I think it's hit. Yeah, probably.
Fireball is a save.
14 dex save though?
14.
Wait, fireball or firebolt?
Firebolt.
Oh, firebolt.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought you said fireball. Firebolt is a roll to hit.
Roll hit, yeah.
So, just give me a roll, and
That is a. Ooh, that's not good. That's a. I think a 2.
the firebolt skitters off, and you don't see anything.
Yeah, and okay, as a bonus action, I'm just gonna tell my dog to be behind me so they can't surprise me.
Okay. And you are holding a torch,
I'm
right?
holding a torch,
Okay. Okay, is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Next up we have
Wait, are you
Gareth.
I don't think
I'm sorry if I didn't say that right again.
No, it's fine. I got it pretty close.
Yeah.
I'm going to yell at the party. I don't think the bears are going to be much help. Do you want me to, conjure a larger animal, or should I save my spells up?
Is there anything that would even be that could even potentially see these things for us?
That's what. Let's see. So let me check. I don't think snakes might have dark vision. And saber-toothed tigers might have dark vision.
Right, some saber-tooth, I would say.
Yeah.
Would you say a saber-tooth is dark vision? Saber-toothed tiger? Because cat.
Yes.
Okay. So like I said, I could summon a saber-toothed tiger if you want, or I can save my spells.
Summon another party. The tiger sounds good.
Okay. So I cast conjure animals again and summon a saber-tooth.
How big is that?
I think, let me check real quick. I can barely see this. It is huge beast. That's all it says for size, is huge beast.
That will not fit in this room.
Oh.
That is like 15 by 15 feet and would have immense trouble navigating these cramped spaces.
Okay. Would a giant constrictor snake have dark vision? And would a giant constrictor snake fit? It is also probably huge beast level.
I believe a giant constrictor snake is only large,
Okay.
and that could work if you want.
So it has dark vision? Let me check and see the stat block before I do this, if that's okay with you.
Okay.
It's gonna be alright. Don't worry.
God, stop singing. Everything's gonna be alright. It's not gonna be alright.
It can't
Dorian's dead.
Yeah, it
Whoops.
Dorian
Whoops.
is weak. We're not. We can win this.
Flashback to like 10 minutes ago when I was sucking at pulling up an elevator and he did it flawlessly.
So let's see. It occupies 7 spaces. Is it
That
too
is
big?
too big.
Okay. Because I was like, it's a CR2, which is the same as a saber tooth, so I wasn't sure if it would fit. So I'm just gonna. Actually, I don't think I can summon any animals that could help a lot. That would fit.
Could you
So
summon another 2 brown bears? Just give us something. Just give us cannon fodder.
I don't know how much that would help. I think I have spells that would help more. So I'm going to cast Moonbeam because that has dim light, so that'll give us some light.
Where are you casting the Moonbeam?
I am going to cast. We should probably take this bear out of here since it's dead. I'm going to cast Moonbeam right here in hopes that there are some hounds there. If it hits something, oh well. If it doesn't, well then at least we have dim light there because I think it just stays there for it just stays there. Like it doesn't go
What
away.
is the save for that real quick?
Constitution 15, I believe. Yes. 15
So
Constitution save.
roll damage for that real quick.
Okay. That's not damage dice. I'm sorry. Aren't we doing average damage?
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, average damage.
Let's see. That would be 11 radiant damage on a failed save. So I'm assuming failed save. Or do you want the successful save?
I got that. So you hear like the cries of these dogs, like as you see like steam rise off of these 2 invisible patches in this dim light from the moonbeam.
Super duper.
However, they are still invisible in the dim light.
Good to know. Good to know.
Thankfully, none of us have been attacked yet.
Oh my god, don't jinx
So-
it!
Gareth, is that the end of your turn?
Yes. It
Okay.
is.
Are you within 30 feet of me?
Me?
I don't think they move.
Yes, I am. I am like right behind you. I'm like 5 feet
Okay.
behind you.
Right. You get some temporary hit points.
Fathom. Do you have a torch?
I have a torch, yes.
You are holding your torch. You're holding his torch like ready for anything to come out of the darkness. And from in front of you, this hound jumps out, baring its teeth at you. And you guys also see from around him 2 other hounds jumping at his sides, as well as the big one.
The big
A total of 4 are attacking you.
Yeah, I think you're pretty dead. I mean, they kind of one-shotted the brim.
Anybody who had readied actions,
At me.
which you'd have to have readied last turn, you can do it.
last turn? They're
Yeah.
probably
Perfect,
not
so that
within
is
10
a-
feet of me,
So
right?
if it wasn't
Yeah.
before combat, it's no longer.
Fathom, you did have a readied action.
Am I being surrounded or are they all coming from one
They
location?
are surrounding you. I will.
So that is a 15-foot cone. I'm going to target the big one. Scoot in here.
Oops, alright.
Little big guy. Little big guy. Oh my god, it's a very little big guy.
And yeah.
Very little big guy?
Very big little guy.
Ah.
They're all over the place.
Do I see these things? when
You do
they
see
attack
them.
me? Perfect. So that should give.
Sorry.
Careful, Conall, don't
For
die.
danger
don't
sense,
die,
for
Conall.
danger sense, it says I have advantage against dodging effects. Would attacks count in that or no?
No.
All right, that's fine.
But did you? Yeah. So you're gonna use the fire breath against the big one.
The big one. Yes.
Is that a save?
That is a save of 15. Yes.
He fails.
That is 7 damage. Not much, but it helps.
So you like breathe this blast of fire, and it keeps coming, and all. What is your AC?
13.
Okay, so 3 of these dogs just get up and they start biting you, and that will be 30 points of damage total.
What type of damage is it?
This will be piercing damage.
25 damage then.
Or,
No,
and
wait,
this is going
15
to
damage.
do 3 different ways. So 15 damage if you're raging.
Yeah, 15 damage.
And I want you to make a strength save.
Strength save. I'll do that. 15.
So you are almost knocked down by this tide of hounds, but you're good. And the alpha will make an attack against you.
No.
And that is hit for 11 points of damage.
Is
And
that
I want
also
you to make
piercing?
a...
Is that also piercing?
Yes.
Alright, and then was that already halved?
No.
that's
So round up.
That's a 6.
And I want you to make another strength save.
Ooh, that would be 25.
Again, this giant hound goes in at you, but you are able to hold your ground and stay standing.
These dice are much nicer.
But it still lands a good hit against you.
Yes.
And you are now surrounded by hounds.
And I can see them now.
Gilbert. From the shadows in
Hey,
front
guys,
of
I found
you
them.
emerge
Oh, really?
the other 3 hounds. Sorry.
Yes. I'm so confused. How did you learn change?
I rolled a 19 in my strength check. My strength saving throw is +6.
And all 3 of them are going to make attacks against you.
I used the wrong number for the
What is your armor class?
16.
Oh my god, there's more of them. There are so many.
One of them misses, but 2 of them hit. That'll be 20 points of piercing damage from the bites as they bite through your armor, and I want you to make a strength save.
I like the green and pink one. That's the one I'm gonna try to actually, but you know.
Strength save?
Yes.
That is a 2.
You are knocked prone by one of the hounds. So, you are now prone. Attacks against you have advantage, and it will take half of your movement to get up.
I think we should do the pack tactics. We should go for the biggest guy first and then deal with the little ones.
I might be.
That is the hound's
You are
turn.
occupied, yes.
So, comment.
Okay. Comet is going to see them attack Fadbin and then see Gilbert get knocked prone and have a moment of hesitation, then be like, okay, Gilbert's in more danger, and is going to use their bonus action to cast Healing Word at the 2nd level and say to Gilbert, and he's going to say to Gilbert, don't let them get you down. That is how they will get you. That is how you will die.
So, how much does that heal him?
That heals him for 44 plus 3 or 13. And then they're going to turn with murder in their eyes to the 3 that attacked Gilbert, and they're going to take a little bit of vinegar from their pouch, from their component pouch, whisper to it, eyes glowing blue, transferring it to the vinegar, which then starts bubbling, turning acidic. It's going to fly towards the wolf and cast Acid Splash,
Okay.
which can have 1 or 2 within a 5-foot radius.
So, you can hit 2 of them.
Yes.
Is that a save or a 2-hit?
That is a DC 14 Dex save.
One of them succeeds, one of them fails.
Yay.
Yeah.
And real quick, what colors are those guys over there?
Blue, white, gray, red.
Yeah, blue, white, and pink and green.
Okay.
Do the colors mean anything?
So, how much?
One takes 7 damage.
More gray, more gray.
And the other takes half of that?
Yes, so 4 damage.
So, blue, green, pink one. No.
Awesome. Comet, is that your turn?
Yes.
Okay. Lucida, it is now your turn.
Okay. So, gotta get back there. I am going to use Cloud of Daggers over there. I'm gonna fly up a little bit. And perch right there. Yeah,
So, where are you using Cloud of Daggers?
right here.
So, that will hit Fathom as well.
Oh, okay. Can I probably try doing it in that corner?
Is it
Yeah.
a dex save or anything?
You can hit 2 of them.
Okay. So they have to do a Constitution saving throw. No, you don't have to. Sorry. 10 damage.
Is I thought that was a save.
It doesn't have a save thing on it. I think it just has a. It says concentration on it, and it just has the damage amount on it. Dex save, probably.
Okay. And what is your spell save DC?
For that, it would be a 14.
So both of them fail, and that will be 10 points of damage?
Yes. Oh, wait, plus, with an extra 3. So 13. Because of my celestial thing.
Is that other bear still alive?
Yes. And it will be acting on your turn. So, is that your turn?
Yes.
Rosalie, you are no longer frightened.
Hooray! Let's see here. I need y'all's advice on this. So theoretically, if I would cast Thunder Wave in that direction, wouldn't I hit Falcon, or would I just hit the big one?
I think what you should do is you should do it in my direction, because then you hit 4 of them.
That's true, but at the same time, I would hit you.
I can shrug it off.
And I have a healing spell that I can do next time.
Yeah. I still got a good, fair, hefty amount over half health. I'll be fine.
Alright. If you say so. Alrighty, I'm gonna cast a 3rd level of Thunder Wave in Fathom's direction to hit the goobers. So you need to make a DC 14 Constitution saving throw.
So that means
This is the 3 regular hounds fail. And the alpha fails.
DC
So do full
damage.
damage.
Alright, so
I got
Rosalie
a
is
10.
gonna like get really excited. She's gonna like kind of like run at them. She holds up her lyre and she's like, think fast! And like electricity follows after her and she sends it like that.
Lets out this boom.
Yeah, boom, right at them.
And
How
what
much
does
is the
what is the effect?
18 thunder damage!
Okay.
What is 33 minus 18?
Great question, I don't know.
I got a calculator here a second ago.
I give it to Ande.
Math teacher,
Alright, I have to do inside math 33.
cursive.
8, 7, 6, 5. So that is. I think.
Calculator from the abyss!
I think it's 25. And is that right? Is it 25? I don't want to take.
Look, there's a calculator from the abyss right there, Ben.
I know. This is.
2 of the hounds attacking Fathom look extremely bloody.
Yippee!
And limp somewhat after you hit them with this thunder wave.
Wonderful.
Is that your turn?
I'm just gonna move like one little bit closer. So just give me excuse.
Okay.
There we go. And I'm done.
It's Rosalie. Fathom, it is your turn again.
Alright, I am going to, because I'm already still raging, I'm going to reckless attack the big one, and then I'm going to use my second attack to hit it again. So reckless attack gives me advantage.
Since Gilbert's been down?
Hmm?
Has it been since Gilbert's been down?
He's not dead, he's just prone.
Yeah. How long
Okay,
has it
so
It's been around.
the reckless attack.
6 seconds.
Alright, my reckless attack got a 12.
To hit?
Yes.
Unfortunately, that does not beat the alpha's AC.
Well, darn. So the first one misses. 22.
That hits.
Alright, and that would do 10 damage.
So, how do you want to do this?
Oh.
I'm going to. I draw my axe, and in one swift motion, I bring it up, and in attempt to attack it, and I miss, and then I almost fall myself back, and I'm gonna slam it in, and I'm just gonna cleave its head in half.
So it like rushes towards you, and you cleave its skull straight in two, and it falls to the ground. This sort of shadowy mist that once decorated it disperses, and now there is just this lifeless body before you.
Perfect. Does that do anything to the? I'm assuming it's their puppy. Their puppies, plural.
The other hounds see this, and they don't seem to be extremely affected.
Alright. And that
Let's purge them of their existence next.
That'll be my turn.
Okay. Gilbert, it's your turn.
He's gonna be like, he's gonna lift up both of his arms and be like, you damn dirty dog, learn to be respectful. And he's gonna cast 2 catapults, I guess, at this blue one.
Okay, yeah.
And yeah. He's gonna-
Those are deck saves, correct?
Yep.
That's a success and a fail.
Okay, so that is
Taking out the big one.
14 damage to that one, and he's like, and then he's like, go get him!
And 14 damage total.
14
A
damage.
failed save does do half.
Oh, well then that's probably us at
And you're shooting the same one
same
with
one.
both. Okay, how do you want to kill it?
Oh, it's gonna like, kind of like less comedically, the 2 rocks are just gonna like kind of ram into its head and go, and
And
it's just, then the
They go
others
right
are like,
through, and Hunt is dead.
And he's gonna
Yippee!
be like, oh, and he's gonna get down, and his other dog is gonna, his dog is gonna run over and attack the pink one. And that is a 1 second. It does not say it. So it does. I think it's a 1d8 and it's a 14 dex save.
Okay. Well, it crit failed, so double damage.
Oh, let's go!
I think that's 14 damage.
It is extremely bloodied as it gets hit by this, and all the wolves and hounds sort of walk back, ready to attack once more. And that is unfortunately where we have to end.
Yeah. What? All right, we're gonna pause there. Nice work, guys.